Alrighty, hello, welcome to Bentley's Backwoods Bushcrafting. This is Richard. So we are still here at Camp Bravo Yankee, and today's episode is going to be a quick down and dirty, just throw it up and get in it. Whatever reasons you have, you worked too late, you didn't get enough of time to build the shelter, you know, shame on me for that, whatever. The weather happens to be turning bad quickly and you weren't prepared or ready. Anyway, what I have here is a hammock. It's strung between the trees, between the mulberry tree and the evergreen. I just threw this tarp over top of it here, folded it in half, tied some fishing line to it, and at the end of the fishing line, I just have a big old nail on all four corners. Down and dirty, nothing special, just tie it right there, boom, it's done. So what I'm going to do is stretch it out and just post it down, and then I'll get right back with you. Alrighty, so here we go. We just have these four corners posted down. Quick, simple, just a little nail in the ground, some little fishing line. It's going to be difficult, if not impossible to see, but you got to take what you got. And then there you go inside the, so let's go inside. Alright, but real quick before we go in there, whoop, I stepped on the line. I had to go up here on each end at the top and tie a line here to the tree and then here to a tree because it just wasn't staying well. So make sure I added that. So we got 6 ties right now. We got the 4 edges and then both of the tops up here. I think that's going to work a lot better. There we go. So now let's get in there. Alrighty, so I'm in here in my bag. It does seem to sink in a little bit when I go out there to try to tighten it, though. I can't get it to tighten any more than it already is. The pressure, I need to either lift up on this, which I can't get enough of pressure on it without snapping something. But this is good for now. So it's really warm in here. I don't know. I'm gonna bring I'll bring some blankets in tonight, but I don't know if I'm gonna need them. So I might try to set this out to where it's up a little higher so I get a little more ventilation in here. But not too bad for just a split second. Let's get it done and get it over with type thing. Alright, so one thing I decided to do to try to open this up since I have access is this run right here. I just tied this up so that it opens up. And then over here on this limb, I tied the other one. So that way I get a little bit of an open space here tonight instead of being covered by that. And I think it's going to get way too hot in there. So we'll see how that helps. Alrighty, so I just started messing around with this and I decided to completely change it. It's tied on this Dahlgren here, which could be a tree out in the woods. The center one is running along down here and attached to this rock. And then this one is hanging in this tree right here. So that opens up that side, and then we go around to the other side here. And I decided to do similar with that too. This one's attached to that limb right there on the tree, and then it's nailed into the ground right there. And then we move over to the last one. And then it's attached up here to the tree up here, just tied up there. So this will open it up a lot more. Now this is all janked up right here, it's all tore and everything, but alrighty, so that's not too bad. I ended up lifting that up a tad bit. I found a limb up there that allowed it to go up, and that kind of fixed fixed everything. So now I have a lot of space. And it's opened up here so I can get some air, and it's opened up over here so I can get air as well. So we'll see what this is like tonight. I'll see you guys later. Alrighty, so it's I don't know, 11 o'clock, and it's gonna start raining here soon. If you can hear, the tree frogs are going crazy. You hear that? But it's been really nice so far. I just thought I would let you hear the tree frogs for a few minutes. Alrighty. Well, if anything interesting happens tonight, I'll make sure that I turn the camera back on. So, if not, I'll see you guys in the morning. The wind is starting to kick up something fierce. Tree frogs are starting to get crazy too. It's going to start raining here pretty soon. Feels really nice though. You can hear it. Alrighty, so it is raining now. I may have to lower my tarp that's up here, because I've got it raised considerably high. Up here, yeah. Anyway, up there I've got it pretty high and opened. There. Well, keep that light out of my face. It sounds really nice. I I think I'll be okay as long as it doesn't, it seems like it's slowing down. As long as it doesn't get really crazy, I think the way I have this set up will be just fine. The wind's blowing through here really nice. I got a really good breeze going through here. But with the way I've got it set up, I get a nice breeze through here. But if the rain comes at a certain angle, it's going to hit me. Then I'm going to have to readjust my tarp. But it seems like it's slowing down. Hopefully it doesn't continue. Well, I enjoy it. Hopefully it doesn't alter the way it's falling so that I have to adjust the tarp. We'll put it that way. But it sounds really nice and relaxing. And of course, this reminds me of an old adage that we had in the Army. If it ain't raining, you ain't training. That's a kind of a cool view. Got that tree right at my head there. Some of the lightning is really making it look cool. Alrighty, so I lowered it the best I could. The problem is my tarp isn't any longer than my hammock, so, but I did, usually I'm facing, my head is facing north, but I turned my head south so that I could get some of this, so I could see the lightning better. So we'll see if I can't get any good shots. I may have to lower that even a little bit more. My toesies may be getting a little wet. Oh, there we go. That was nice. Yeah, with the positioning of where I'm at, I have just enough room to put my hammock, and I don't really have any space for my tarp above me to extend past my hammock on either end. So that's giving me a little bit of a problem right now. Of course, I'm sure there's something I could do to fix it, but nothing's going to happen right here and right now. I do have a wonderful view of this storm, though. One good thing about being out here and doing this hammock night is that I don't really do a lot of hammock camping, but I do watch a lot of videos, and I watch a lot of people's suggestions, and now I understand why people put blankets, they tie blankets underneath their hammocks, because when the wind goes up through there underneath you, it's kind of chilly sometimes. I do have a blanket underneath me. I mean, I'm laying on a blanket. I didn't tie one underneath my hammock, but now I know why they do that. Although I knew why they did it, but now I get to experience it. We'll put it that way. So maybe I'll just shut up and let you guys watch the storm. I don't know about you guys, but I'm having a fantastic time out here. Woo! Alrighty, so that's enough of entertainment for tonight. I'm gonna try to get some sleep, try to conserve the battery. So see you guys in the morning, unless of course something real exciting happens. Alright, so it's just it's around 12:30. The storm's gone, it's done, it's over. Which I'm glad, because the only problem that I had with this setup is that the tarp was not longer than the hammock. So the hammock did get wet and it dripped down on me a little bit. It's not a huge deal. I mean, there was nothing I could do about it. The situation that I have, these trees keep me from extending the tarp any further than it already was, so there was nothing I could do about that. That was the only problem, that that the tarp above me was not longer than the hammock, so I did get a little bit wet, but it's nothing that I can't deal with. So I'll see you guys in the morning, and I don't know, maybe I'll shoot something a little bit in the morning. So see you guys later.